I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Boom! Boom! Dropped it. I passed out in the fire extinguisher smoke. I almost died on a volcano. The police are here. You stole a bus. That's actually a really good question. That I've ever done is probably a triple decade. Throw the bottle at her car. What's up, guys? My name is Zach Alexander AKA Catfish, and this is my episode of From the GROMS.
Number one, what's your favorite contest of all time to MC at?
Wow, that's actually a really good question. Nobody's ever asked me that before. Oh my gosh, that's such a. I mean, it'd be really hard because there's so many different contests pop into my mind. Contests like the Red Bull Backyard Build Off, Flat Arc, so many of the feasts. Oh my gosh, it's such a hard question. I would probably say, man, I would probably say my first feast, which would have been, I don't even know, 2007, 2008. My first time going to Montpellier, experiencing that. And anybody that's been to that contest knows what I'm talking about, where just the entire aura of the contest is insane. Yeah, I would say that one because that one was the first one that got me hooked on wanting to do these contests and enjoying that energy. So that would be it. But if there was a runner up, can I skip a runner up?
Of course.
The runner up would have to be there was a contest a little over 10 years ago done by Uchi, flatlander in Japan. He threw a contest called Flat Arc, and it was a winner take all flatland contest. Over $50,000. It was $50,000 for first. Second place got $500. Marty Culpa won that thing, and I got really intoxicated on they at the contest. I don't know if you ever see what they do with sake when they crack open a fresh oak thing of sake. They had a thing of sake this big, like a big oak barrel of it, and it was all for the riders. Shout out to Chad the Groom. He took a fire extinguisher to my entire room, my hotel room, and then I passed out in the fire extinguisher smoke. I woke up. The room is still smoky. If I die from cancer, Chad, it's your fault. I'm sorry.
Starting it off with a good one. Question number two, what is the craziest thing you've ever seen at an event?
Oh, man. God, man. It's weird because I've seen so much crazy stuff, but like now that you say it, I don't want to get somber, but like Pat's backflip decade at Feast. And if he was still around, maybe that wouldn't be the case. But I've watched that video so many times, and it just had a real impact on me. So
An iconic moment for
yeah,
BMX too.
he was still alive, it might be different, but like I've watched that clip so many times, and it's just awesome. So yeah, I would definitely say Pat. Rest in peace.
Question number three, what's your most memorable story from your time in BMX?
The most memorable story. God, I've got so many. I mean, I shouldn't talk about me going to jail at a major BMX contest. My family's gonna watch this. My most memorable event. I don't want this thing to be like a somber thing, and I feel like I'm bringing up all my dead friends. But like another one was like Gabe Brooks winning the bunny hop contest in Estonia, because that event he had gone out of the country. He told me he went to Russia for gymnastics when he was in like junior high, and I was like, yo, let's he was sponsored by Clinton at the time, and I was like, yo, talk to Clinton and see if they'll fly you to Simple Session. We'll get you in the contest, and then we'll go to Barcelona afterwards. So they have them fly you to Tallinn, and then fly out of Barcelona, and then I'll pay your flight from Tallinn to Barcelona, and then we'll chill in Barcelona for a couple of days. And so we did it, and then he ended up winning the bunny hop contest. I won a bunch of bread, and then we got stuck in Latvia in a snowstorm, and then we got to Barcelona. His first time in Barcelona, and it rained for like 4 days. But I remember him being so hyped on winning that bunny hop contest, because he was this dude from Los Angeles that was just, people counted him out. And when he won that bunny hop contest, it was just like so epic. And anybody that knew Gabe knew that, like, yeah, that's his shit. He's definitely gonna take that shit. So yeah, think it back. But again, I don't want to like dwell on stuff. I love life. I hate like our first two questions. I'm bringing up my dead homies.
Number 4. Who's your top 3 favorite riders of all time?
Oh my gosh, dude, your kids are killing me of all time. And that's a weird question for me because I ride flatland as well, and I grew up riding flatland. So top three of all time in no particular order. Gosh, Kevin Jones, Dave Mira, Devin Smiley. People like might give me shit for that, but stick to my guns.
Question number 5. Favorite video part of all time?
Ooh, gosh. Man, if the new Fiend video, No Love, came out 10 years ago, I would probably be saying Johnny Rakes in that. But because that's new and we're gonna let that simmer for a little bit because I don't think people have caught up to how futuristic his riding is. Of all time, good gosh. People, oh my God. Kevin Jones and Dorkin 4.5. You're gonna have to put a clip of this in there. Kevin Jones is anybody that rides flatland will tell you that Kevin Jones is the greatest flatlander of all time in terms of being a consistent rider and also in terms of innovation. Flatland would not be where it's at if it wasn't for Kevin Jones. And that part in Dorkin 4.5 was absolutely so incredible that it changed everything. And that just like everything about that part. So you might have to put a little clip in there because I'm sure a lot of people, I guarantee none of your students know who Kevin Jones is. Kevin Jones, Dorkin and York 4.5.
Number 6. What's the craziest thing you've done on a BMX?
Jumping nitro, jumping Willie's ramp is pretty crazy. Trying to double flip in the bag at Willie's house. I think that probably the craziest trick that I've ever done is probably a triple decade. I've probably pulled less than 10 in my entire life. Funny story about that though. The first triple decade I ever pulled was at a show in my hometown. I'd been touring for like 2 years, and we got a DK show in my hometown. My whole family came out, and I rode flatland, and I pulled a triple decade in the show. So that one is pretty crazy. You might have to show a clip of a triple. I'll give you a clip of a double decade. I don't think I get a triple decade. Well, I'll give you I'll pull a double decade here. I'll give you a clip while we're here.
What's the craziest thing you've done off the bike?
Lord, I've done a lot. I almost died on a volcano. Almost died on a volcano in what's the name of the country? El Salvador. We were filming for a television show, and long story short, we were supposed to go sandboarding on the backside of this mountain, and the people that were supposed to be in charge of it, they changed the plans, and we went up to hike this volcano, and then we went on the backside of the volcano to try and sandboard, and the people that were with us had no idea what we were doing. We started going down the mountain, and we got down the mountain beyond the point of no return, so we couldn't go back up. And this is like a big ass mountain, and all that was in front of us was jungle. So we made it to the bottom, and then we hiked out of the jungle. The people that were with us had machetes. They were hiking through, like cutting vines to get us out, and we had to hitchhike, and thankfully we made it. I'm sorry if anybody's watching this is from El Salvador, but I'm never going to your fucking country again.
Number 9. What event had the loosest after party?
At the loosest after party? I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to tell you the story as fast as I can possibly tell you. I don't think Red Bull does this anymore, but Red Bull back in the day used to put on insane events. And I'd actually brought this up earlier. It was called a backyard build-off, where Red Bull took 4 teams, and each team had a little specific area in a backyard. You couldn't see the other teams, what they were building, but it all had to work together. They brought in 20 of the best riders. On the day of the contest, they unveiled the course, so nobody had seen what the course looked like. And then they had the contest. And back in the day, I'm sure they still do this, but Red Bull would party. They would just like have open bars the night before the contest. And this could be a funny story for you. We're on our way from the hotel in a shuttle, on the way in a bus from the hotel to the event, or to the bar. The Red Bull is smart enough to get a shuttle for everybody so they don't have to drink and drive. Everybody's pre-gaming in the bus. We get to the bar. Everybody gets out of the bar. I'm in the back of the bus. The bus driver gets off the bus. The bus is still running, pulled up right in front of the bar. I'm on the bus by myself. Everybody could probably deduce that I have ADD really bad. The bus is running, and all my friends are lined up outside the bar. So what do? Hop in the bus. Everybody sees me. I shut the door when the bus driver is out, and I just take the bus, steal the bus. I only went one block. The bus driver freaks out. I get out of the bus. He chases me in the bar. Don't think anything of it. When I'm in the bar, everybody's partying. Warren Martinez is there. The Gons is there. My ex-girlfriend from 3 months earlier is there. And she sees me with another girl. She punches me in the face. They escort her out of the bar. My ego gets to me now. All my friends saw me get punched in the face at a Red Bull party by my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend, who she saw me with, finds out that my ex-girlfriend punched me in the face. My ex-girlfriend goes outside to get in her face. I try to break it up. My ex-girlfriend punches me again in the face, at which point I grab her and try and like set her to the side. Bouncers kick me out of the bar. They kick me out of the bar that I'm hosting this BMX contest the next day. So I get kicked out. Now I'm pissed off. My stupid ex-girlfriend is also kicked out. She's driving around the block looking for her friends. I'm just mad. So I see a bottle. I pick up a bottle. I throw the bottle at her car, hoping it just goes through the windshield and hits her in the forehead. It doesn't. It skims over the roof. Missed. Now I'm even more shut down because now everybody saw me got punched in the face by my ex-girlfriend. My nose is all messed up and I can't throw right. She loops the block. The second time she loops the block, I grab a garbage can, throw it in her car. She gets out of the car, chases me around the car. American girls aren't smart. Chases me around the car. I hop in the car, in her car, key still in it, running. Bye. Take off. Take her car. Drove it like 4 blocks, park it, turn everything on, all the lights on, throw her keys in the forest, walking home. Josh Harrington calls me. Shout out Josh Harrington. He calls me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm walking back to the hotel." He says, "Don't come back to the bar." I said, "Why?" He says, "Your ex-girlfriend's here. The police are here. She said you stole the car. The bus driver is saying that you stole the bus. Don't come back to the bar." I'm like, "Oh, great. Whatever." So I go back to the hotel. Forget about it. Later that night, I get a message from Chad DeGroot. Second time he's been brought up in this interview. He calls me. He's like, "Hey, where are you at?" I was like, "Well, I'm at my hotel." He was at a different hotel. He says, "There's a bunch of guys here looking for you. They were asking, going to everybody's room, saying, 'Where's Catfish?'" I'm like, "Who's? I don't know what's going on." Next day, I wake up, come to find out my girlfriend or ex-girlfriend rounded up a bunch of dudes to come beat me up. I'm getting ready to go to this backyard build-off after the hellish night that I had the night before. We're getting ready to go. I get a message on my phone from some guy saying, "Hey, I had parked my car at the event." He's like, just a random dude that I don't know. He's like, "Oh, Catfish, I'm sitting in your car right now." I remember I had like a blue iPod. He's like, "I see your blue iPod." I'm like, "Oh my God, we got to get to this. We got to get here." So I had a couple of homies that were with me. We get in the car, run. I've never done this. Let it be known, I've never done this before, and I will never do this at another BMX event again. But you mess with fire. So the people that are trying to beat me up, they were hired by my ex-girlfriend, are now in my car. So we go to the event. We go to this backyard build-up. I had a U-lock, a bicycle U-lock. I picked the metal ticking U off, so I've got this. I don't do this anymore. Let me just say, this is the old me. I was so mad. All the anger came from me getting punched in the face for no reason from my ex-girlfriend. Go in the backyard. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what this guy thought was going to happen, but I go into the backyard where this contest is. Shout out to Matt Bischoff. Go into the backyard and I see my ex-girlfriend and some random guy like right over there by the park course. So I just walk up, and I don't know if he thought I was going to talk or she thought that I was going to talk, but I just boom, just knocked this dude in the face with this bike lock. He goes down. All the Red Bull people are like, "What's going on?" I was like, that's the girl from last night that punched me in the face. So they're like, "You guys got to get out of here," to my ex-girl and the random guy who just got punched in the face by a bike lock from a midget. And so they're going into the car, and I'm still mad from last night. I'm still angry from getting punched in the face. So they get kicked out. So I look over and catering's getting set up. So I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." I run up and grab a cup, and they had a big cooler of Kool-Aid. So I'm filling the cup up, and they see what's going on. So I'm about to throw this cup of Kool-Aid on these 2 idiots. Fill the cup. I start chasing them. They get out to the front. She gets into her car. So I get to her car right as she shuts the door and locks it. He's in the shotgun, she's in the driver's seat, and she's sitting here going, and I'm just standing there with this cup of Kool-Aid, don't know what to do, and then I look, and the back door's open, so I just open the back door and chuck the Kool-Aid and douse them both. F both of you. I hope you guys remember that. And you got punched in the face by a bike lock, homie. I forget what the question was, but I hope I answered it. Oh my God, my mustache uncurled telling that story.
How old were you when that happened?
That was, I think that was actually the year that President Lincoln was assassinated. So that was like 1866 or 67.
Question number 10. How did you get the name Catfish?
Oh boy. Another long story. I'll try and condense it as much as I can. Growing up, my friends and I started a skate park called Section 8, one of the best skate parks in the Midwest. You can look at old videos. And I was really good at giving people nicknames. I've always been an idiot, like to egg people on. Good at giving people nicknames, and I never had a nickname, my name being Zach. In BMX, there's only two people that I ever knew named Zach, myself and Zach Shaw. Shout out to Zach Shaw, vert rider. And I always wanted a funny nickname. Oh, what's up? Hello. Hello. It's okay. I'm just telling a story about my parents and how they used to beat me with spoons. And I didn't have any, I never had a nickname. So I said I'm going to give myself a nickname. So I wanted it to be something ridiculous, like something really stupid. So like something that when you heard somebody say that name, people would be like, you know, somebody named that. And I saw a TV show one day when I was thinking about a nickname, and it was a outlaw biker gang. And there was like a clip of the women, the girlfriends of the bikers, and they're all like sitting, big, thick bees. They're all sitting on a bench, and they have, vests, motorcycle vests, like denim vests with patches. And the camera's panning, and it pans to one of the ladies, and she had a patch on the back of her jacket that said property of Catfish. And I was like, yo, there's somebody out there named Catfish. Now there's two. That was that. Well, and the funny part about it is, and people are going to see this video, and they're just going to think that I'm the biggest jerk, dickhead fighter. This is the old me. But the night that happened, it was a Thanksgiving night. So it was in November. And so I told everybody at midnight, I'm Catfish. So we're all at the bar. Midnight happens. Everyone's like, yo, you're Catfish. It never would have stuck. But I go home that night. I went back to my apartment, and I was waiting for my girlfriend to come over. And I lived in this apartment in Youngstown, Ohio. And I heard commotion going on in the apartment next to me, like breaking glass. So I run over and I knock on the door. There was two girls that I'd known that lived there for like 2 years. And I hear breaking glass and people screaming. I knock on the door. It's like, everybody okay? Some random dude opens the door that I'd never seen before in 2 years of living there. And one of the girls that lived there, she's standing in the living room, and there's glass everywhere. He opens the door. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, no. And homeboy just grabs me by the shirt. And like, I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but I was just like, boom, boom. Dropped it. And it was Thanksgiving, so everybody's dressed up. I was in khakis and a fucking polo, and dropped homeboy. And now I'm like, oh boy. He hits the ground, blood starts pouring out of his nose, he's out. And I'm like, oh, holy shit. I call 911 because I'm a good dude, even though I'll knock you out. Call 911, and I'm like, hey, this guy was fighting with my neighbors. He grabbed me by the shirt, punched him in the face. He's breathing, he's bleeding, he's knocked out. And 911 operator says, okay, what's your name? And I wasn't going to give my name. And I was just like, Catfish. That was it. And my neighbor downstairs heard that. He came upstairs. He was like, came upstairs, and this guy's passed out. And all I see is Catfish on the phone. He says Catfish. He's like, I asked him who he was talking to. I said, that was 911. And then from that moment, that was like, I'm Catfish forever now. Man. I hope the dude that I punched sees this. I hope both of them see this. They're definitely probably both dead. To all the kids out there that watch this, don't be violent. Look at me. Look at me. Really, actually, look at me. No, I don't. I'm not one of those dudes. Both of those instances were very rare and isolated, and it just happened to bring them both up tonight. But thank you guys for listening to an old man talk. This is a cool episode of From the GROMS. Big shout out to all of your students. I'm good friends with a lot of them. On a personal level, I can't wait to watch all of you guys succeed in life and succeed in BMX. So thanks for watching. If anybody needs anybody beat up, you know where to find me. Love you guys.
Let's go.